The Justice card is our guiding energy for September, and it couldn't align more perfectly with the Sun's move into Libra the second half of the month. The figure of Justice radiates the highest expression of Libra's fair, balanced, diplomatic energy. In her left hand, she holds the scales of karma, carefully weighing both intuition and experience to reveal universal truth. With her double-edged sword, swords symbolize the air element in the tarot, Justice cuts through confusion, restoring balance, adding another reference to Libra, which is an air element in astrology. The major arcana card and the zodiac sign share the symbol of the scales of justice. Welcome back to the 2025 Tarot Predictions. The card for September is the Justice card. As usual, I will be reading from some of my favorite tarot books, as well as the books that go along with the tarot cards themselves. And we will explore the Justice card and how it will influence the month of September. This card says, emerging of high and low, inner forgiveness, looking in and liking what you see. That must be reference to this reflection. And also that reference to justice being about reaping what you sow and karma, and liking what you see, meaning that you have lived in a just way that has created win-win situations, that has created balance and harmony and justice in your world. So we're going to start with the 78 Degrees of Wisdom, which I've been reading from during this series. Justice is blindfolded to demonstrate that the law does not discriminate and applies to the weak and powerful alike. Card 11 indicates that psychic laws of justice by which we advance according to our ability to understand the past depends on seeing the truth about ourselves and about life. In a traditional tarot deck, the Justice card will also have scales of justice represented. Most of my decks aren't traditional, so they're not going to represent that, but it is still a part of the ancient mysticism and symbology around the card of justice, the scales of justice. Not just perfectly balanced scales, but all the images on the card point to an equilibrium between understanding and action. The figure, a woman, appears androgynous. The sword, an emblem of action, points straight upward, indicating both resolve and the idea that wisdom is like a sword, piercing through the illusions of events to find the inner meaning. Two-edged, the sword signifies choice. Life requires us to make choices, decisions. At the same time, each decision once made cannot be revoked. It becomes part of us. We are formed by the actions we have taken in the past. We form our future selves by the actions we take now. Justice indicates an understanding of that vision. The way to understanding lies in responsibility. As long as we believe our past lives just happen, we don't bring our own selves into existence through everything we do. Then the past remains a mystery, and the future an endlessly turning wheel, empty of meaning. But when we accept that every event in our lives has helped to form our characters, and that in the future we will continue to create ourselves through our actions, then the sword of wisdom cuts through the mystery. The idea of responsibility for our own life does not imply any sort of invisible control over the outer world. Understanding includes accepting the limitations of your physical existence. The universe is vast and strange, and no individual can control what happens in it. Nor does responsibility imply anything moral. It simply means that, like it or not, whatever you do, whatever you experience, contributes to the development of your personality. Life demands that you respond to every event, not a moral requirement, just a fact of existence. Now, when I originally did this spread back in January of 2025, I used the Kim Kranz Wild Unknown Tarot for the spread, which was a card for each month and one card for the year. And I remember when the September card was Justice, there was just this click of course, the September card is Justice because Libra happens in September, and the Libra and the Justice card are correlated through their air element as well as their symbols, the scales. So in the Kim Kranz deck, it says, decisions and karma. With tails entwined, two cats look directly at you, waiting for you to choose between them. Which is right and which is wrong. The Justice card implies a weight or a heaviness surrounding a choice you have to make. Now is not the time to shun the concept of divine balance or karma. All of your choices affect your life, and sometimes lives around you, both now and in the future. And the last Justice card that we are going to explore and look at calls it out, air element Libra, ruled by Venus, Justice. And this card is illustrated and defined in the New World Tarot by Christy Crode. Justice is connecting the root of a movement and fully practicing what you believe in. Justice is accountability. Justice is a rowdy party of truth and love and challenges and humanity. It is the lesson you learn now as it affects the lifetime you experience. Justice asks you to practice your gut reaction and your radical response to injustice, and to hone the power behind your black, brown, queer, magical, offbeat, and sometimes disregarded bodies. Justice is love, self-love, against all odds. Justice is letting go of toxic affiliations that erase your personal power while being accountable for your role in them. Justice is finding a space where you can expect safety and wisdom. Justice is asking once and being held by the community that surrounds you at that moment. Justice is when you understand historical power structures. You own your mistakes, and you navigate your privilege with awareness and compassion. Justice is knowing the feeling of home, knowing you are worth your breath, receiving validation, and having full authority over your body. Justice is fabulous, and she wants you present for her revolution. Thank you so much for hanging out and learning about the Justice card. I hope you can apply this to your September. There should be some karmic balance that comes into play. You might need to make decisions that align you with the future you're trying to create. You might have to use the blowtorch of forgiveness to release the past and make room for something new. What we did does affect our now, but what we do now affects our future. So make choices that align with your personal sense of justice, truth, fairness, integrity, and diplomacy. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and share this video with someone that it could serve, who's either curious about how September will be unfolding, who needs some support to get through this crazy month of cosmic lineups and planetary alignments that are bringing in so much change with eclipses and Libra season and autumn coming in. And also, please leave me a comment. If you got this far, leave me a comment. Send me the emoji of the scales down in the comments below to let me know that you are ready to help create win-win situations and make sure that justice is being served. Bye for now.